Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off-play action on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Adams. Got him downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Ball State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give. Fights off a defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made at the 36. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run play action. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Adams. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Created Solid coverage there, and they'll stop. Six. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the...
And it's on the ground. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Dropping back, it's Adams. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They got it. It's blocked. He's going to scoop it up.
And how about from the...
Looking to throw, it's Adams. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
6-yard line. Second down.
Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires complete on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Was able to get back on top of it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Leaves it with the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Finding open areas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cardinals are flying down the field. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they... They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this. Trying to get the edge on the right. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Running into the open space. Turning on the Jets. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. He has 60 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Adams. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he's got a touchdown.
With scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Avoids pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Patel. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 6. Didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To throw, it's Adams. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return. 2. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball hits at the 5 and it'll... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown.
Talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore, coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinals will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Adams. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Special teams heading out after the 3rd down completion's not quite special enough to move the chains. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. QB draw. Got the 1st down and more.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Adams. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Adams. Gets it out quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll leave it with him. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the lone running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He's now up to 71 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Marshall. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Adams. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll keep it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Shows him the stiff arm. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Adams. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense is backed up. shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. Got the 1st down and still on his feet.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchdown. For what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. He's open on the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's going to take off, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking downfield, it's Adams. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. All the way in for the touchdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Adams. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Picked picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Dropping back, it's Adams. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's Adams. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Adams. Throws to the back. Caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Adams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Buys a little time.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll open the second half on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. It's Adams. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He's got 93 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The gift to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. 9th snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Adams. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 18 over the Groupers.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Webster. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webster. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the move, it's Alexander. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. so after putting 3 on the board. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, read option right. Breaks into the open.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Adams. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They boot it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 35.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Thacker. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete. 6. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking down the middle. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Adams. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Adams. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Off the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
It leads to second down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Gain of 6.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 10 over UMass. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work. Quick spin on the run.
Returner is tackled down at the 30.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Power football with the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. To the air, it's Adams. Using the quick game. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off-play action on first down. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to pass. It's Adams. Got his man quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the quick grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Gain of 9.
And off from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Picks up 9. 2nd down coming up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. The Cardinals will keep this drive going. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Good enough.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cardinals need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick release by the QB. Oh, what a move to get room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Quick handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 30-yard line on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Adams. Oh, he makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 31 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of one. The Cardinals come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Tackle at the 44. Second down coming up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the single back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lanier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Inside the 25. There he goes. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man. It's Thacker. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback running on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They want to run it left here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Adams. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. He'll pull it on the read. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
At the 45. 2nd down.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He'll do it himself on the draw. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes him talk to the hand. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's a 1st down.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.